Hello, hello, Dream Teamers. It is Holli Seidel with Cannon Builders Dream Team. Missing my Shelly girl on this fine What's Up Wednesday. I hope everybody is doing great. My Shelly girl is not feeling so great today, so I am flying solo. But I haven't been on in quite some time with Shelly. And I do want to take a second and say thank you to everybody that has reached out or messaged me personally. I have been out taking care of both my husband, who had a shoulder replacement, and then my son was in an accident at his football game and had to have emergency surgery. So I've got cards in the mail, I've got flowers, definitely feeling the love from everybody. So thank you for your patience, and a special shout out to my Shelly girl for taking care of everything and holding down the fort while I was gone. So that's not an easy task with as busy as we've been. So I definitely appreciate it, and it did not go unnoticed. So I have several bottles of wine to drink now because everybody sent wine. They knew the way to our hearts is wine and chocolate, and I have plenty of both. So thank you guys. He is doing great. Both are recovering wonderfully. And I couldn't ask for a better team or company to work for throughout this series of events. So anywho, what I wanted to talk to you about today is, I'm sure you've noticed over the last few months, several months, the rate increase. I mean, nobody wants to talk about it. It's like the elephant in the room. But let's be honest, if you're making a large home purchase, it needs to be discussed. So something that I've heard quite a bit lately, whether it be through lending institutions, online, just in passing, I do listen to talk radio. I hear it quite a bit. It's called marry the house, but date the rate. And everybody asks, what does that mean? Or they say, should I wait until numbers go down or interest rates go down? And the answer is, honestly, it all depends on what you can afford. And I say that reluctantly only because it's hard to gauge what will and won't happen. I mean, nobody expected the rates to do what they were doing. But let's be honest, you guys, the rates are normal right now. So what we're seeing now is the inflation that had happened over time is just kind of normalizing itself. So when people say marry the house but date the rate, what they're meaning by that is, if you find a home that you love and you can afford today at today's interest rates, even at the higher market pricing that they're at, you need to marry it. And the reason you need to marry it is because it is not uncommon for homeowners throughout the years of owning a home to refinance as rates go lower. So what is different? There is no difference. The difference is, honestly, if any, is the fact that the housing market prices are going to continually increase. At this point, new home construction is not going to come down in pricing because material cost is going up and up. It is just happening. There's no way around it. It costs more now to build a house than it did 6 months ago. However, if you wait 6 more months, what could happen? The prices could continually go up. So what you can't afford today is probably going to be less affordable in 6 or 8 months if you're waiting to see what the rates will do. So smart homeowners are always looking for better opportunities and timing as far as when to refinance. So get in there. If you can afford that rate, get in there, wait things out, and just know that you are going to have an opportunity, whether you gain equitable value, which if you're in new home construction, you'll know many of our homeowners have found that they've locked into a base price, and as the homes have been under construction, they've had incremental price increases based on what the market is bearing and everything that's happening around us. So it is not uncommon to start construction, and when you close on your home 6 to 9 months later, depending on where you are in the backlog, to have several thousands of dollars in equitable value. So either you can buy your interest rate down with that equity that's in the home, or you can get rid of maybe a PMI, or you can just get into a lower interest rate. So you guys, houses are forever. Homes are going to be where you put your roots, but your rate is temporary. That rate is going to only be there maximum 30 years, I know, but if you can't afford the rate from the get-go, then it's probably not the time for you to purchase a home. But if you can afford it at today's interest rates, there are several programs out there that will allow you in new home construction to lock in for up to a year while your home is under construction. So the beautiful part of that is most of those also come with what's called a one-time free float down. So I can't stress enough, talk to your lending institution, talk to your mortgage advisor, and find out, what is the maximum I can afford? Where do I need to be before my debt to income ratio are kind of capped out? What do I need to be looking for as far as rates are concerned? And when is it going to be time for me to lock in if you're not doing a 1-year lock-in? So there are several variables in that. And again, if you find that home today that you can fall in love with and you see yourself living in forever, marry it. Just marry it. Do not wait, because the only thing that's going to happen are the numbers are going to change and you're going to wish that you had locked in sooner. So if you have any questions, again, feel free to reach out to Shelly or myself, or your trusted mortgage advisor is always your best go-to for anything, because again, everything changes constantly. So we would be happy to help you just as far as we can. And then once we can no longer help with those things, we are definitely ready to reach out to our experts. So thanks again, you guys, for tuning in. Thank you again, everyone, for the kind words about my kiddo and my husband. And it is great to be back where I belong. And I can't wait to see you guys next week with my partner, Shelly. So have a great, great weekend. Take care, and we'll see you next week.